Okay, I moved camp today. I came from Lake Monticello over here to Elephant Butte. And the reason I came over here because I need to burn up 2 days before I go to the next park, which is about 10 miles down the road. But I came over here and because I have the New Mexico state pass, I can boondock for free at the shelter. But usually it's $10 if you don't have the pass. But since I have the pass, it only cost me $10. So I was like, man, that's a good deal. I mean, I don't have hookups, I don't have electric, I don't have water, but you know, I can run my solar panels to keep my refrigerator going. And usually with my Rock Pal 300, just being here 2 days, you know, I really don't have to charge Rock Pal because it really never gets really hot out here, and at night it just cuts off, so I won't, you know, use all the juice up in my Rock Pal. And in the morning when I get up, I'll just kick my generator on, make my coffee, and I can use my regular stove. I got a Coleman stove, runs on butane, so I don't have to use my electric frying pan. But that's my game pan. But I mean, let's go over here and check out the view. I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, it really is. I mean, this is a beautiful park overall. I mean, I'll show you around a bit. Uh-oh, there's my little man. He's always looking for me. Are you looking for me, baby? Say, yeah, I was looking for you, Daddy. Say, what are you doing outside? Say, what are you doing outside? Say, I can come outside. Don't jump down from there. Go on over here. Go over here. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. That's my big boy. Come on. Yeah, there you go. Okay, you can see as I walk out my door, this is my view right here. Isn't that beautiful? And of course, I don't know who left that, but somebody left the trash in the fire pit. But my panels, I just been carrying them on my bed, and I just put them out when I get here. But I mean, that's my view. I sit down right there, and that's basically my view I get to see, and it's really pretty. The sun's getting ready to go down a little bit, but yep. You can walk down to the beach right there. See a little path going down through there, and there's a marina right there. Pretty cool. I'll give you all a close-up shot in a little bit, but that right there is my little shelter. That's the word I was looking for. Little man, come on over here, baby. Little man. But let me show you a good view of the place. Had to come back in and get a new battery, so he's back in bed, but he'll follow me back out. But I mean, it's a beautiful view. That's the view looking at my window. I guess y'all really can't see it, but this is my view when I walk out my door. You can't beat that, can you? I walk straight on my door, and there's my view. I'm just walking along, but anyway. Pretty nice, isn't it? I'll give you all a close-up of it now. Oh, that was a close-up of it. Makes me look like I'm about 10 feet tall, don't it? But I just pulled off. I mean, I am on the main drag, but it's a Sunday now, so not a whole lot of traffic. During the week, it'd be pretty busy, but okay, I'm in a little town called Chloride, New Mexico. It's probably about 40 miles from Lake Monticello, but it's an old little ghost town, so me and a friend of mine decided we'd come down and check it out. So I'll let y'all read the board, and then I'll give you a little tour of the town, show you what they got. They do have a general store that's open, so I figured I'd check that out too. So come along, follow us on our journey. Okay, they got a board here of all the information on the town and the mountain range, so y'all can freeze that and read that, but I found it very interesting. Let's go see what we can find checking it out. There's some more documentation on the town. It's a silver mining boom town. It was established as a tent city in 1880, and at one time it had 3,000 souls in it. But there's your mileage chart if you're wondering how far off the beaten trail it is. So let's go check the whole town out. Okay, let's check out this equipment behind us. I guess it was part of the mining town, or what they used to do the mining with. Okay, I guess it's some kind of piece of mining equipment. I'm not sure what it is. Hopefully they have a board over there and will tell me what it is. But I'm just walking around checking out the town. But there's an old log cabin behind me. It looks pretty original. I'm not really sure what that right there is either. I'm not sure what any of this stuff is, to be honest with y'all. But if y'all know what it is, leave it in a comment below. because I sure would appreciate it. Go inside and check it out, see what I can see in there. Check out the handrails right there and look at that door. That's sweet. There's some more information on town, but I'm gonna go in there and check out the cabin, see what I can see in there. Pretty cool little town though. Well, I got little man in the car, so y'all might not see a whole lot of him out here, but there's no way I can walk around and do any videoing with him with me, so he will be in the video. Y'all just have to give it time. Okay, hopefully y'all can see inside this cabin here, but I guess this is the way they used to live back then. Got a baby carriage over there. That's pretty cool. And got the little table, chairs. I guess that's a stove right there. I just find stuff like this so cool, but look at that fireplace. And it's got information on it. And dresser. You know, one thing I don't see a bed for the adults, but oh, there you go, up there. I would say they probably slept up there. Look at that deer head right there. That's pretty cool. But I guess they had a loft up there, and that's where the adults slept. I guess this was a bank back in the day, but look at that stonework. That's beautiful. Well, I'm gonna go let little man out, let him run around a little bit, and I'm gonna go check out the general store. Not a real big town, but a nice little day trip. I mean, they got quite a bit of stuff you can see, but yeah, it was a nice little day trip. Took us about 45 minutes to get out here from Lake Monticello campground and spend a couple hours here and go back to camp, kick back and have fire. There's old Snippy. I'm giving him a little bit of break out here. He needs to get out too, enjoy it and see what he can see. I'm getting ready to go in the museum. I believe it used to be the shoot, what do you call it, the store back in the time, but I'm gonna go in there and check it out, see what I can see, and hopefully it's not too dark and y'all can go along with me and see it too.
Okay, so welcome to the Chloride Pioneer Museum. This museum is a result of a silver mining rush that happened in the 1880s. The gentleman came down from Canada, Mr. Danglish. He came down here for respiratory issues in the middle of the silver mining rush and ended up building this building. He got the lumber from the Ponderosa Pines up on top at the Continental Divide, brought them down here with horses and wagons, built this general store, and he ran it for 6 years quite successfully with the 3,000 people that came into town to find the silver up in the Gila National Forest. After 6 years, his health deteriorated. He sold it to a family, husband, wife, and 6 kids, and they ran this building as a general store until 1923. The government devalued silver at that time, so that caused everybody to leave town. All but 100 folks pulled out of town, and then the family that ran this tinned it up, locked it up, and closed the doors.
Oh.
Sat empty for 77 years. The Edmund family came to town in 1977 and were able to purchase it from the youngest child of the original family in 1987. The day they purchased it, they came through the back door, took the tin off the windows, unlocked the door. No electricity, obviously, back in the day. They came in flashlights, and there was gobullions of bats in here at the time. After those were out, they shone their flashlights around and found that everything is in here today was in here that day. It was a sealed time capsule.
Wow.
All of the shelves, all of the display cases, everything is original to that time. And so they took it upon themselves to take all the tin off all of the windows, open it up, get the bats out, proceed to move everything out of this building into another building to clean it while they worked on this building. The front wall of the building by the front door was solid with bank boxes, and it was all documents that would have been made legally and when Chloride first became a town. Births, deaths, land sales, all that kind of thing. So they were wet with urine from the animals, and it fell apart, but they came in and picked the documents up by one by one and put them in new boxes and moved them to a new location. Everything in here was clean. The building was clean. It took 4.5 years to get it all put back together.
That's a long time.
Yes. And we're able to open it as a pioneer museum. And there you go. That's the story behind this building. She is as solid as the day she was built.
I appreciate it.
No
they
worries.
they built things a lot different back then.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
They made things to last. Not like today we build it for it to go to pieces in about 3 years.
That is true.
You know, cell phones, televisions, you name it. It's going to go to pieces pretty quick.
I guess a general delivery stamp right there. That's
So I thought
pretty cool, but I wanted to check out stuff on the shelves.
Yeah, Chloride was a type of
Some pretty wild stuff, ain't it?
That's where the name comes from. Continental Divide, they were congruous pine. They tinned up the windows, locked up the
Oh,
doors.
check that out right there.
Everybody in town. When the Edmund family came into town, they were able to buy this. They came in the back door. No electricity.
That'd be pretty wild.
So everything.
Almost 100 years sitting with nobody ever been in here. And they buy it up and now it's open to the public, but pretty cool stuff. Half of it, I don't even know what it is, but pretty wild. I guess that's kids coffin right there. That's sweet. Old clothes. More stuff there. I'll wait for them to leave and then I'll walk over there and film that. But child's coffin, about 1970, made in Winston at the casket factory. Hopefully y'all can see that, but it's a scale and it was made in Ohio. But I guess that right there is what the women used to wear up under the dresses, I would think. But check out that safe. That is sweet right there. Really, I love these stoves back in the day. But all this stuff's supposed to be original back to the 1880s. There's another little scale right there. That's a pretty one right there. I guess this is where they hauled the silver. That's the silver on the record. But got different pieces of machinery in here. I'm just a little side courtyard outside the general store. But got some cool stuff. At one time, this was a saloon, the town saloon, and you go through the doorway right there, and that used to be the, what was it, the dance room?
Yeah, dance hall.
Dance hall, but it's just full of all locally made stuff from the people around here, I guess. But the lady opened it up for us, so I figured I'd check it out. But look at those blankets. Let's walk down back here. I mean, check that out.
Yeah, the fudge is $2 a package. Yeah.
Some pretty cool stuff, huh? Oh, they got Christmas ornaments. I hope you bought me some fudge. Okay, well, I'm gonna move on along, see what else we can find. Pretty spot, pretty sweet. Gave a little bit of a break, but I probably move camp tomorrow, so I'll probably go over to Elephant Butte on the main drag and boondock for a day or two. And I really haven't made any plans where I'm going from there, but I'll just have to wait and see, so follow along my journey. Okay, that right there is where I'm at. This right here was one of the original saloons, but as you can see, just a little old town buried up in the rocks. Silver mining. Look at that, ain't she pretty? She's just looking at me, I'm looking at her. Hey, baby girl. There's your typical house out in New Mexico. Pretty sweet, huh? Give you all an idea of the road we're traveling on. I just did my elevation and we're at about 6,900 feet. Pretty sweet, isn't it? That view out here in New Mexico. One of a type. That is what makes New Mexico so beautiful. So beautiful. There's little man right there. Oh, Sniffy. Always sniffing.